on. I need to see what's causing it to kind of end my stream for that 4th time. And then, like, pop up again. System. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna switch over to a different game then. Oh, what to play? I could continue the Mass Effect playthrough, or Scarlet Nexus. There's 2. Continue playing Destiny. And I need to see what the hell's going on with... Yeah, we're just gonna play some Mass Effect, I guess. Oh, that's bright. Over to 5 seats. Oh, man, oh man. There we go. Why are you always loud, game? It's so fucking loud. Load career. You doing Sentinel? I think I was doing Sentinel. 5, 18, 7, 9, 28, yeah. Oh yeah, it's what quest was I doing? Tally in the Geth. Hell. Controls? Oh my god, that fucks me over.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while.
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes, walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
don't have permission to do anything.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
I gotta go.
Commander.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Oh, why? No. You don't need to be doing this. No, stop. Why did you
most
break
definitely regret the
Fuck
core
me.
just blew up our raggedy
Hello.
ass fleet. Hoorah!
Hello. Why? My man just sitting there. Dude, hey, I'm concentrating. I'm figuring out stuff. Now, I just sat up because you came in here, so I'm just gonna leave. How was your stream, Vic? We watched you just being silent for like a whole lot. Can we not? I was concentrating. It's called concentration. No? Back, see, Tyler. Man, I'm sorry. I just Shepard, yes. I got bored and like so. I was playing Halo originally. Hold on,
I know what the ladies
Thank you for the
like.
follows, by the way. So I was originally playing Halo, and then it kept freezing my stream and making it restart. So that's why I'm playing this. What, Dial? Huh? You're gonna tell me something funny? You're gonna tell me something, huh? Let's say it. Talking on stream, dude.
Oh, I know what
It's
the
not a
ladies
me
like.
thing. Like, if I don't have, I have to have like a person to talk to. That's just how I am.
Shepard,
I
need to
try.
talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance
Thank you for the follows, by the
Control?
way. I appreciate
I
it,
want a
bro.
copy of it.
I told you this.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet.
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Gotta talk.
Not right away. We will need
I
to
don't like
study it. It could
talking
take
during
years,
cutscenes. This is just
but
how I
it will
am.
give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with
it's
you
whatever.
until Saturn and
Well,
his Geth
anyway, this is
armies
my
are
friend
defeated.
Krona. Hello. I'm a very awkward person. Hi.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you,
In the
Shepard.
rudest way possible. You know, you guys do you. You guys can make fun of me all you want. I don't care. I'm actually really relaxed about that kind of stuff most of the time. Dio knows where the line is. Ew, what's my fucking pistol shotgun? Yes, he does. He doesn't. He never crosses it. Sometimes. Right around. Depends on the time and place. That is true too. Caden. Oh, I have the art. Where's the art at? Okay, she's over here. Cool. Controls have messed me up playing different games for so long.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
Yeah, especially going from, and I'm still not used to it. Like a lot of the controls from Mass Effect, like the original Mass Effect, and going to into Legendary Edition, a lot of the controls are different as well within itself, and that still bugs me.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the set,
That's actually pretty badass, though.
could
The
bring
Thresher
in
fights,
experts,
they're nice.
instead of taking it slow.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander
I still miss the
Furness.
old choppy,
A real hard ass. He basically had a free pass to break
Mako.
us if it would turn out a decent biotic.
I will always,
And
I
I've
will
spied
forever
from
miss that.
Commander.
Did he ever face
You
charges
can climb
for
on
that?
any surface, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now,
I
Commander.
am being messed.
We'll have time for
Call, give me
personal
one second.
debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Yes, yes, this is the one.
I'm just glad we got there.
I'm gonna have to go like BRB real
So am
quickly
I.
because my sister's asking me to go help one
I
of
know
her
you
friends
took a chance
out.
bringing me
her
aboard the
work.
ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me.
Yeah.
They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia.
I'll
I
have
will
that
do
in stream,
whatever I
that's-
can to
makes
help
me
you
sad.
stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Yeah,
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
yeah.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander.
Not too happy about
I
that.
spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul
told-
of
I told
indigenous
her if
life
she needs a
forms
ride,
or
just
stumble
text me.
across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Yeah, so I thought it. Whenever I got back into Mass Effect 1, I actually did do where like you had to exit the Mako and kill things, and then I killed something in the Mako as well, and I'm like, oh, it has the same EXP. What the fuck's going on here? And then I realized that it doesn't like nerf your EXP in it, and I'm like, well, that's neat. Now I don't have to exit vehicles anymore.
You don't
like
like
I
other
did in the
people?
original.
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No!
After
I
this
did not mean to insinuate.
After
I
this
never meant to
conversation, I
offend
gotta
you,
go
Shepard.
do something.
I
Someone
only
in
meant
stream,
that
and
you
then
would
I'll
be an
probably be back
interesting
later. But
specimen for an in-depth study.
Yeah.
No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking?
Paragon.
Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to
I don't know
spend my
why, but I
time in
can
the
never
field
do
with
anything
data
like
disks and computers.
Renegade
I
unless
always
it's Mass
seem to
Effect
say
2.
something embarrassing
Certain
around other
stuff in
people.
Mass Effect 2 I do
Please,
Renegade.
just
I
pretend
don't
this
do
conversation
full.
never happened.
No.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I think right now, where am I at with yeah, like in this campaign, I usually do full Paragon. I don't really do the Mass Effect 1. Spacer. Here, hold up. It won't tell you, will it? No, it won't. Let's go to save. Save here real quickly. Load. Push careers. So it's a Spacer, War Hero, Vanguard. I don't know why I always like doing Spacer in War Hero. I don't know why. It's just it's my go-to. Like this is one of my other campaigns from way back, and it still has Spacer War Hero. So which is still pretty neat, and I love Mass Effect. It's one of the things that I'm also gonna get a tattoo on my body somewhere. And I remember being Mass Effect 3, the original one, I actually cried during stream, so... Does that affect... Yes, it does. Renegade and Paragon, it depends on your choices, throughout the campaign. If... Just... Hold up, in Mass Effect 1, I know it's more if... Depending on how far you get... Yeah. And also, like, if you get to, like, a certain point in Paragon, like, your Paragon stuff over here starts maxing out. So. It's just for lore. There's certain missions that you can actually talk to your mother in this game. The most Paragon, yeah. One of my other campaigns, I actually got full Paragon on Mass Effect 1, and then Mass Effect 2, didn't, I went, like, with bare minimum Renegade because certain portions, like going to get Garrus. And so, like in Mass Effect 2, say you're going to get Garrus, and the guy, the mechanic fixing the ship, you want to go ahead and just stab that man so he doesn't finish repairing. Yep, I'm playing on Legendary. But on that note, I actually do need to go do something real quickly. I would be back here in a little bit. Just gotta go pick up somebody and drop them off at their house, so. Didn't they say they would adjust? They did adjust it. I have not seen it personally. I've not seen the ending because I don't want to spoil it for myself, the new one. But they changed the ending for Mass Effect 4. So. Yeah, I haven't either. And my beard's growing back nicely. You want to get Legendary Edition? If you had an Xbox, I would have sent you my copy that I have for Xbox, but you don't have one. So, rip. Sorry, Chief. Yeah, your beard is bigger than mine. I mean, I shaved mine off. So, on that note, I do gotta go. I'll be back later. Probably about an hour. So, yeet. The Mass Effect 4 assets are redone too. Ooh, really? Ooh. I know, before I leave here, I know, like, for, like, war assets, because the multiplayer is not in the game, where you can get war readiness, you actually played through 1 through, if you play 1 and 2, most of your war readiness actually goes into that after you finish those 2 campaigns, into 3 now. So, I know that that's an interesting feature that I want to kind of get into later down the road and see. Hold up, I'm being called. Mass Effect 1 is a very good campaign. Yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, so everything has been tweaked since there's no multiplayer, and they actually might re-implement multiplayer, from what I've heard, but it's rumors more. I think like a tweet went out and saying that if enough people wanted it, they would probably put it in, but I don't know. It's all rumors and speculations right now. Alright, on that note, gotta go. I'll be back. Bye-bye.